Hello, and welcome back to Legacy of Leaders, where we interview the brightest and best leaders in the community. And today is no different. I'm your host, Whitney Mincey, joined by a very special guest, Miss Kimberly Homer. Welcome in.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here today. So I am so excited to talk more about your business, Crowning Wifery Birth Services, and what makes you special and different, and why people need to get on the phone and give you a call. So tell us about your business.
Okay, so Crowning Midwifery Birth Services and Beyond is actually my healthcare practice. I am a licensed midwife here in Florida, and I perform out of hospital birth, so home birth, water birth, and also what a lot of people don't really look at, we are healthcare providers. So we're able to guide you and be your provider throughout your whole pregnancy, so your whole childbearing cycle. And the journey throughout that is actually quite interesting when you choose to have a midwife.
Yeah. So we were talking a little bit beforehand, and you mentioned that there are a lot of misconceptions about using or having a midwife. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, like one of the misconceptions is, what is midwifery care? Midwifery care isn't something that you just seek at the end of your pregnancy because you want a home birth. Midwifery care is care that you seek when you want a difference and want a provider that actually cares. A provider that's invested in you as a human being. For instance, one of the main goals of midwifery care is to keep it woman-centered. So with obstetrical care, it is medically centered. With midwifery care, it's about you as a person, and you know, depending on the type of midwife you have, especially if it's me, I'm fully invested into you, your growth, your transformation, and your education about your body, your bonding with your baby, just that connection and alignment that happens.
Yeah. And so you mentioned it's not something that you seek out when you're ready to have the baby. So when do you come in? Are you coming in months before that? Do you continue to work with them after they have the baby? Like what's the process?
So you can actually have a midwife as early as preconception if you're planning to get pregnant. And the whole goal is to keep you low risk, because for home birth, for that option, or out of hospital birth, you have to be low risk. And we start low risk and we keep you low risk throughout your whole pregnancy. So pretty much once you pee on a stick,
it's time to go, right?
Exactly, yes. So right from the beginning, and it's such a beautiful journey when you start right at the beginning, because when you go to a movie, you don't purchase a ticket to watch a movie once it's at the climax.
Right. You start at the very beginning.
Exactly.
Or before the beginning. Right?
Yes, you want to see the trailers too.
Yes, absolutely. So what makes you different? Because there's so many midwives out here that people could seek out. Why are you the one that they need?
Well, what makes me different is everything that I incorporate in care. From the traditional care, I'm also an herbal alchemist. So I bring in my apothecary and holistic wellness into your care to help facilitate, you know, different options for you. A lot of people like to go the natural route, and I try to be as natural as possible. But, you know, sometimes when the herbs are not herbing, we jump right over to Western medicine. But the first and foremost goal is to make sure we have a healthy mom who's able to take care of her healthy baby by any means necessary. And even in my care, visits are typically an hour. When you go to most OB offices, you're waiting in a waiting room for that time, finding parking and things of that nature. But we're invested. I'm invested in you. So the first 45 minutes is the most important, because we're learning about each other, and I'm actually educating you and giving you evidence-based information so you are able and equipped to make an informed decision.
That's huge. Well, we're almost out of time, but I would love to know, what new projects or things are you working on? What's on the horizon for you?
Nutrition. I am doing a lot of things when it comes to nutrition, such as cooking with my clients, creating meal plans, and also be on the lookout later on this year because there will be a cookbook specifically geared towards pregnancy where you're able to have creations of simple meals, quick to go meals that also will help out with any challenges you may experience during the pregnancy, including hyperemesis, which we all know as nausea and throwing up, especially during that first trimester.
Right.
So imagine if you can just have a couple recipes to pretty much eliminate that or decrease it immensely.
Right, yeah, that's huge. Well, thank you so much for being here. And if you want to learn more about Kimberly and her business and maybe give her a call about her services, make sure you go to dailynewsnetwork.com, and we will see you next time on Legacy of Leaders.